Good morning, comrades, and welcome to another episode of Chill Time with Tired Peasant. And how's everybody doing this morning, or afternoon, or evening, or whatever time you're watching this? I'm doing okay, sipping my coffee. But before I get to talking, let's chill with this pretty bass song. So always, fuck the police. All they do is protect property. They kill people over a pot of boiling water. What the fuck was that? Rest in peace, Sonia. Like that was fucking crazy. Don't ever call cops. Never. This advice will save your life. Never trust police. They're not here to help us. They're here to protect the property. That's all they're here to do. They're here to basically herd us like cattle and make sure we are uplifting capitalism to its full, scary, disgusting potential. So, have you heard Cackling Kamala?
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Hello.
I want to talk to you. Okay, I can first.
What? They want to know now.
We're there after two.
Brown brush. I mean,
I was waiting for you to say it.
Love goodness.
we're like, how she always got to say you and
You may clap.
And your answer is part of the job.
So.
Jesus,
Okay, she don't need that.
I'm sure.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Basically, I think she's going to be the Democratic nominee. So leftists, you guys can stop saying that Hillary is going to be it. She's not. It would be funny, though, to watch her fail again. Now, come on. A lady with 0 delegates thinking that she's going to beat Trump? I don't think so. And you guys think she's pro-Palestine? I still don't think so. You know, I'm not going to fall for a politician so easily. I fell for Bernie's shit. Not going to do that again. Let me find a video from Al Jazeera explaining about our new nominee, Kamala Harris. Let me Let me share. Alrighty. But before, let's see. Yes. Okay, this is a video from Al Jazeera explaining how Kamala Harris is still, she's definitely pro-Israel. So you guys need to wake up. Listen to this.
Accentuated the cold hard fact that the U.S. policy toward Israel is a firmly bipartisan one. Let's take Kamala Harris as an example. Her track record on Israel and Gaza issues didn't begin the day that she and Joe Biden were sworn into office in 2017 as a senator. She met with Netanyahu. She's repeatedly gone to visit AIPAC. She dissented when President Barack Obama abstained from a vote at the United Nations Security Council. She's on record as saying that the issue of Israel's violently annexed territories and illegal settlements, that the United Nations should play no role in this. When people talk about, oh, well, maybe this opens up space to reclaim some of that youth vote, if you just scratch a little bit at the surface of Kamala Harris's record, even prior to becoming vice president, you see someone who was vociferously pro-Israel, including when it was at its most brutal.
So, as you can
The
see,
war in Gaza has really accentuated the cold hard fact that the U.S. policy toward Israel.
as you can see, I don't think anything's going to change if Kamala or Trump become president. Especially, I don't want these leftists to like change their tune. First of all, if you vote for a cop, you're stupid. Don't do that shit. There's other left-wing options. There's Jill Stein. Okay, you can vote for her. Write someone else's name in. I just wish all the leftist candidates would actually come together, the left-wing candidates, and be one big ticket. That would be amazing. That's not going to happen. Yeah, so don't vote for the cop. The cop's not going to help you. She ain't going to help us. She's going to be Israel's bitch, just like Biden. She's pro-Israel. She's still continuing to say that Israel-Hamas war. She's definitely not for Palestine. She's definitely not for the Palestinian children. So liberals, everybody, you guys need to start protesting harder. Once whoever becomes president again, this is not over. We have to continue this fight. So please don't continue being in brunch because we got a lot of work to do. We really do. And as for Biden, well, see you later, Genocide Joe. He was terrible.
Wants to get rid of the ability of Medicare
not only for the genocide in Gaza, that's the number one thing he was terrible for, obviously, but food prices, making sure we are on the trajectory path to climate change, that it cannot be reversed. It's a lot of things that Joe Biden has done. And his legacy will be for the slaughtering of the Palestinian children. That's what he would be known for in my family and many other families that actually have a brain. Let me show you this. So this is my tweet. It says, what will be Joe Biden's legacy as the US president? And I quote tweeted, the slaughtering of children in Palestine. And that's what he will be known for. The slaughtering of the children in Palestine. Instead of calling for a ceasefire, he turned the other cheek and started giving more money to Israel instead of making a complete ceasefire. And I'm tired of the Hamas bullshit. Nah. Hamas actually was willing to work with Israel. Israel is the enemy. Netanyahu needs to be, Netanyahu needs to be burned at the stake. Netanyahu, however the fuck you spell his name, I don't care. He needs to be charged for his war crimes. And so do other US presidents as well. But yes, Joe Biden will be remembered as Genocide Joe that killed and sent the bombs to kill thousands upon thousands upon thousands of Palestinian children. That's what he will be known for. So yeah. I fucking hate Joe Biden. Fuck you. See you. Bye-bye, Genocide Joe. And fuck you, Kamala Harris. And Trump, yeah, you little whiny bitch. You gotta try harder now. You suck too. Like I said, vote for Jill Stein, write someone else in. Don't vote for the cop and the criminal. Well, the cop is the criminal, and Trump is a criminal too. Don't vote for blue genocide or red genocide. Vote for a candidate that doesn't support genocide. How about that? How about that? And if there's none, well, there is Jill Stein or somebody else, but don't vote for a Democrat or a Republican. They both support genocide. They both support the same thing. Yeah. Let me sip this coffee. This timeline is just getting ridiculous. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. Speaking of that, I got a cool video to show you. It's going to be about how, if you haven't purchased this, I think you should. This is a map of the U.S. and I also purchased a map of Florida. So basically, I think you should purchase a paper map of the U.S. and whatever state that you live in. Study it. Because when the shit goes down, we are not going to have Wi-Fi. We're not going to have GPS. And millennials, do you guys remember MapQuest? Yeah, we got to go back to basics. And even myself, I need to practice this. I am not really good at maps. I'm being 100 on this. That, and definitely you want to have, my cat is harassing me right now. You definitely want to have, sorry, my cat is bothering me. You want to have a compass. For sure. So that's my homework assignment for you. Get a paper map of the United States and wherever you live, and a compass, and start practicing. Start getting to work. I'm going to show this video, and this gentleman's going to explain the basics about that. Alrighty. This is a beginner's guide explaining how to use paper maps and a compass. I need to listen to. All right. I'm going to play the video now while I sip coffee.
And compass. How to read them, how to find bearings, and how to set true north. For anyone who's new, welcome. This is a channel where we do hike vlogs, bushcraft gear reviews, and survival Saturday. So let's get right into this. This is a map that I use pretty regularly. It's actually a two-part map. It has another section slightly more to the west of where I am. It's my general area, and then probably 30 or 40 miles straight line to another area. I also have maps more north of that in Harriman State Park. All these places I frequent very often because they're close to home. So let me zoom you guys in and let me show you the legend or the key of the map. On your map, you're going to have a key or a legend. It's going to show you different marked trails, the trail colors. It'll show you highlands trails or any other trails that are near you, unmarked wood roads, utility lines, pipelines, different areas to park, your scenic overviews, so on and so forth. Now, another important part of this is your
I can't really take this map out because my cat is literally attacking everything.
So this tells me right here,
Just watch.
I'll zoom in a little bit closer. this tells me right here that magnetic north at this location is 13 degrees to my west, which means I'll have to set my compass 13 degrees to the east to find my true north. What is magnetic declination, you ask? Well, guys, there's this place in Canada that creates a magnetic pole to all of your magnetized north arrows on your compasses. Depending on where you are in the United States, you'll have anywhere from a 20 to 30 degree to even 0. I'm in New Jersey over here. This is stating 10, but I'm a little bit more northern, so it's a 13 degree difference. When you are on the east side of this, which is the agonic line, which means this will be true north if you fall on this line, you have a westerly variation or westerly declination. If you are on the west side, it's going to be an easterly variation. So let me show you how to set this up. So I have a Sport and Near compass. I just got this the other week and I've been loving it. This is a lensatic compass. It has a little level bubble, an eyepiece in which I could read the degrees to a much more precise reading. And it has your little base plate, which is the bottom. Right here, you have a centimeter ruler, and on the other side, you have an inch ruler. So on your key, you could find distance. Put this next to it. Figure that 1 mile is, what is that, 1 inch and 7/16. So then when you place it on the map, you could determine straight line how far one location is from another. Now, on the compass, getting to know it a little bit, around here you have numbers, 1 through 36, each one signifying 10 degrees on the compass. So you also have this little north indicator. That's what you want to line up when you turn your compass with the green arrow right here, or your magnetic arrow. Once you do that, you can then determine which way is north. So this red marker right here is going to be our traveling indication, which way we're facing or going to be traveling. We'll learn more about that when we take a bearing and get our directional. So first things first is you want to come up here and turn this dial to 13%, or 13 degrees, I'm sorry. Once you do that, you're then going to line up your north with the north arrow. So right about there, I know the angle is not quite great on you, but from directly above, which you always want to read your reading from, keep the compass as flat as possible. So that right there is telling us that where the green is pointing is magnetic north, and where the red is pointing is now true north. So what we could do is, while keeping the same bearing, orient our map. The map has these blue lines indicating true north. A very easy way to do this is line the side of your compass up with one of those blue lines and slowly adjust to make sure that your north arrow is still lined up with your north indicator. Now, guys, the red is pointing in true north, as well as our map. So let's say we knew where we were on the map. Let's go with this point, for example. Now, we orientated true north. We have the map facing the correct direction, and our needle is set. Now, we wanted to hike off trail from this vista point to that vista point, the 2 stars, or scenic views. What you're going to do is line up the edge of this compass at your point, your known location, and you're going to line it up with the destination place that you want to go to. Once you feel that these two are lined up effectively, you're going to want to then make sure that your compass is level and slowly turn your compass's base plate until it lines up with the north line. Here's the catch, guys. Remember that 13% declination, a 13-degree declination? We have to adjust for that. So being that we're headed west now, we have to adjust and add 13 degrees onto this. So currently we're at 26 or 260 degrees, maybe 261. So we're going to go to 271 and then 274. Once again, guys, once you have that, from there, it's as simple as just turning your compass a couple of degrees. And now we know we're going to head in that direction. Let's say we wanted to take a bearing. We didn't know magnetic declination. We don't know true north. We don't have a map. But we see the destination or point of interest that we want to get to. With the lensatic compass, we can use this viewing window right here and look through it, lining our destination up with the lines on the window. So let's go do that now. Let's say we see a peak that we want to get to and it's in that direction. We're going to look through this window, line it up, keeping the compass in a straight line with the object. We're then going to take our north indicator and our north arrow and line those two up. Now I could look at my red line or my travel indicator and it's reading a 240 degree bearing. So as long as I hike in a straight line, keeping my compass, the two north needles lined up and follow that 240 degree bearing, we should make it there a-okay. Well guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope some of you learned something. A compass can save your life. 15 degrees to
It's true. A compass can save your life. Like I said, when the shit goes down, and it will happen, we don't know when, but it's always good to get prepared, or at least get started. So my homework would be to purchase a map of the United States and a map of where you live, and compass, and play around with it when you have free time. If that video helps you, awesome. And there's also other videos for basic tips how to get started. But yeah, maps are very good to have, especially during these times that we don't know. Like we're literally living through historical events every single day. So who knows when the next crazy event will happen. So it's always good to get prepared, or at least get started. So yeah, a map of the United States and a map of where you live. Very good to have it. Another thing for the people that have kids, the day before yesterday, I painted rocks with my children. And my daughter was like, "Mommy, why don't you paint a rock of Palestine?" And I'm like, "Okay, that sounds good." So I did that. And my plan is to, when we go to the springs, to take it there and then just put it in the water. And maybe somebody might find it. So I like to do activities. I call them small acts of civil disobedience, I guess, or small acts of knowledge to drop. And I teach my children that. It's good. Teach your children that. You can teach them age-appropriate things, activities, and this is a good example of that. So painting rocks, the Palestinian flag, showing support for Palestine. So yeah, like my kids, they're aware of what's going on, and I think it's awesome. So yeah, that's all I have for today. Yeah, so Kamala is our nominee, which is wild. Joe Biden, he will forever be known for the slaughtering of Palestinian children. And fuck the police. Fuck the police. Fuck Israel. Free Palestine. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. And if anybody has any money to spare, there's a comrade that's going through some things. So the mutual aid will be for this man right here. Just look. And it starts, his cash tag actually starts with a capital I. The money sign tag, and then capital I. Capital I, BARA 11. And his Twitter handle is IBARA 11. He's an amazing comrade. It's good to help out people, instead of donating to the DNC or the RNC, which they already have rich donors. Why not donate to comrades in need? So if you have money to spare, donate to this comrade in need, or donate to anyone that you see that needs help. He has a Tired Peasant seal of approval. So homework. Again, I'm going to tell you your homework. It's going to be get a map of the United States and a map of where you live, and get a compass. And any activities, if you have children, anything, any little small acts of civil disobedience. And if you have any money to spare, it's good to help your fellow comrades and not politicians. Thank you for joining me for episode 3 of Chill Time with Tired Peasant. Hope to see you guys again next week. And thank you very much.